my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be a palette throwback video, and I will leave the series linked in the description box and at the end of the video if you want to see my other videos in this series. But this is basically just me. This is my first year doing this series, and I just wanted to showcase all of my oldest palettes in my collection. So anything that I wasn't already panning that I bought in the years of like mid 2021 to mid 2022, because that was my first year of like buying makeup. Today's palette will be the NYX Cosmetics or NYX Professional Makeup, that's what it says on the packaging. This is the Ultimate Edit in the shade Warm Neutrals. Excuse me if you heard my throat just catch. But this is a palette that was in a project a very long time ago. I think this was in like the first round of products for my the office project pan that I started in, I believe, 2022, and my goal was to hit pan on that cream shade, and I did. But since then, I think I've literally only used this palette once since then, for like a no pan left behind goal, and that was it. So I really need to get use on this, because this is, by the way, other than one, actually no, my two elf palettes that I have, this is my only other drugstore palette. And in fact, this is the only drugstore palette that I've kept from in 2022 when I was buying a lot of my makeup from the drugstore. This is the only one that I did keep. I think this palette is just okay. Like, it's nothing amazing, but for a drugstore palette, it's better than a lot that I've tried. So I really just want to get more use on this, kind of see what my thoughts are, because I was thinking maybe this next coming year, because I've had it for so long and I almost never use it, I either need to just pan it or declutter it. But yeah, today I'm just gonna do a little look, and because this is palette throwback and not 2 looks 1 palette, I'll just be doing 1 look, so I'm not going to be able to use it no pan left behind. And I'm just trying to, because it's as always jammed, trying to get some of the Ulta like matte eyeshadow primer, and I really don't know what I'm gonna do for my look, because I'm just gonna like wash this off right after, because I have an appointment right after this. I can kind of just do whatever I want, and if I seem distracted, it's because Rosie wants attention, so sorry. But I did, for the second time this year, finally wear the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Brownie Drip, which I'm panning in my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is finally like another opportunity to use this lip gloss. I actually think I'm gonna put a tiny bit more on, because I want you to really be able to see the color. I feel like this is a red tone brown, so I felt like this is kind of the perfect opportunity to wear this. But I think I'll start, you know, basically with just setting my eyeshadow primer with that cream shade, which will help me expand the pan in that shade. So I mean, at least I'm getting something out of this look. Also, this t-shirt, I don't know if you can see it, like depending on how I crop this video, but I got this t-shirt from my friend, since she knows, and I feel like maybe a lot of people who watch me also know, up until last year, I've been a huge Love Island fan. That was my pandemic show. I started watching it during the pandemic, and for like pretty much a year straight, that was like all I was watching, because I was watching like all of the UK ones, and then I started watching the Australia one, and then when I got desperate, I started watching the US one. So yeah, she got me this Love Island shirt. It's supposed to be like a, I don't know if it's supposed to be just like a wide neck or if it's off the shoulder, but I have broad shoulders anyway, so that doesn't work. But it says in that Love Island font, "Can I pull you for a chat?" Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I did expand the pan in that cream shade, so I'm already happy with that. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I think I'm gonna start with this deep brown, just kind of all over my eye with this same fluffy brush here, and I'm just gonna like, I don't want it to be too dark, so I don't want it very concentrated, but I kind of just want to have like a brown base. And I'm looking in this mirror that is like way too low, so I feel like my posture is probably pretty poor right now. But yeah, I tried if you don't care about Love Island, just mute this and just watch what I'm doing. But I tried starting the US Love Island because I think the first episodes just started coming out like last week. But then I just was really not into it. I think because the US one, you know, sorry, it's always been my least favorite out of like the UK, Australia, and US. The US has always been my least favorite, except for 2 years ago, the season with like Leah and Serena. I did, honestly, I liked that season just like everyone else. But I feel like I just could not get into it. I think also because I'm getting older and the people on that show stay, sorry, I got a text, the people stay the same age, like they're all like low to mid 20s, and I am nearly 30, so it's just not, it doesn't give me that same type of feel, and I just was not really clicking with any of the people on the show. So I already wasn't really into it, and then halfway through the first episode, now I'm gonna take this kind of more like burnt red-ish shade, I don't know how to describe things, and I'm just gonna like add this to the border of that brown. But I just kept pausing it, and then I opened my laptop and it was like past 9 p.m. And then I could not log into my Peacock account where the show streams, and apparently like I recently had to cancel one of my or replace one of my credit cards because of a fraudulent charge, and I guess that was a credit card linked to that account, and it just so happened that was the last day of my subscription, so it was like, renew your credit card to keep watching, and I was like, it's kind of just a sign I should not keep watching this. So yeah, long story short, I probably will not be watching the US Love Island unless something like really crazy that I'm really interested in happens. I don't see myself watching it. Not that that's, you know, life-changing news for anyone, including me. I just thought I'd mention it because I feel like that was Rosie. The past, well, since summer of 2020, every summer I always watch Love Island. So, and it's like my main thing that I have going on in my life. So this is definitely different for me. And I do think I took that shade a bit too far up, so I'm just gonna clean it up with that cream shade again under my brow. However, I noticed that the UK version, I didn't even realize the UK one started a while ago, so I think I'm gonna try to watch that, and I'm gonna put, maybe I will end up using all the shades in this palette. I'm gonna put this like red shade on my lower lash line, even though I said I hate doing that. Like in my last video, I literally said I hate doing that. I kind of just want to use all the shades in this palette at this point. So yeah, I might try watching that one just to see if I like it, but if I'm not interested, I'm not gonna force it, because last year I really was not happy with the way that literally all 3 versions of Love Island that I watch went. Like I literally couldn't watch any of them. So maybe it's just like my time to stop watching. We'll see. I just added my NYX glitter primer to both my eyes, and now I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna put the red metallic on more the inner part of my eye, and then the neutral metallic on the outer part of my eye, because I think they're kind of the same depth, so it doesn't really matter which way I do it. And I'm just doing this very sloppily, which I feel like is how I've always been doing my makeup lately. Like I just feel like lately I can't be bothered to like really put in the effort to be very careful with my makeup, especially because I'm like always busy. So I feel like it's kind of at this point just luck if my makeup turns out really nicely. And yeah, that's the look. So I did manage to use all the shades in this palette, and at least just from now, I do really like the way that neutral metallic looks. It kind of reminds me, it's not the exact same of course, but it kind of reminds me of a shade from a video that I don't think you've seen yet, but it'll be my next video, my 2 looks 1 palette. It reminds me of the Candlelight shade in that palette, which is my favorite, one of my favorite shades in my entire collection. Yeah, I think I could get a lot out of the neutral portion of this palette, but I'm gonna put on eyeliner and mascara and be right back. Here's the final look with my NYX Warm Neutrals Ultimate Edit eyeshadow palette. Yeah, I do like how this came out. I mean, I was kind of just going crazy so I could use all the shades, so it is different, but I kind of like it. The only thing I would say is missing really is an inner corner shade, but I couldn't really be bothered to find something to add, so this is the final look. I think I still have to think about this palette and really what I want to do with it. Maybe I'll like only, because I definitely do not wear red eyeshadow on a regular basis. That's like my least favorite color. I do kind of like this like burnt red shade a bit, but I don't really know. And I do like the neutral, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I just try panning the shades that I really like. It did take me forever to hit pan on that cream shade when I was trying to pan it in 2022, so that also would be definitely a feat considering ABH is super easy to hit pan on, and I only have a few pans in this, and I've been panning it since beginning of last year, so we'll just see. But yeah, I am happy with this look, and I will just see you in my next video. But until then, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.